now that I'm here, I have kind of the best of both worlds because I can be around people. I've made quite a few friends, and I participate in a lot of the programs here. And in fact, since I've been here, I actually do my own program.
Hi, I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Comfort Life. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading retirement communities and care providers to uncover insights to community lifestyle, care, culture, and leadership. This includes insights from residents, family members, and administration. This is the Comfort Life Insider Perspective.
My life here at Four Elms is a very active one. In fact, after retiring 6 years ago, I'm doing a lot more than I was in retirement. I retired in COVID, and basically my life consisted of watching a lot of Netflix and grocery shopping, taking walks, and that was it. And now that I'm here, I have kind of the best of both worlds because I can be around people. I've made quite a few friends, and I participate in a lot of the programs here. And in fact, since I've been here, I actually do my own program. First, I was a participant, and it was Words in a Word, which I still participate in, but once a week now, I'm the one that conducts the program. Well, I do enjoy the word games. They also have mini putting, which is kind of like a play on miniature golf, and that's kind of fun. And they do a curling, which is kind of more like shuffleboard, and that's fun because it's physical. And I'm starting back into going to morning exercise every morning at 10 a.m. There's exercise for a half an hour, which is a nice way to start the day. First and foremost, I really enjoy the food. The food is excellent. Lunch and dinner, you're given a couple of options, or if you're not wanting what the options are, you can go to the a la carte menu, and there's a lot of choice there. I would say it's a really wonderful community. I got here December 2nd, and I had been in the hospital and St. John's rehab, and it was quite isolating. And I've lived on my own my whole life. And my family actually found Four Elms while I was at St. John's. And as soon as I arrived here, it had such a warm and cozy atmosphere. It had a very warm and cozy atmosphere. And I found that the people were very friendly and the staff were incredibly helpful and friendly. I would give them really an A plus. Everyone from marketing to the people who work in the dining room. Really, my experience here, the people are very, very friendly and helpful. The general manager you can go, he's got an open door policy. I don't go in very often, but if you need to go in, he's always available. He comes out, you can talk to him, and very friendly. Yeah, it's the staff here are great. Well, my brother-in-law had an aunt that was here, and he thought it was a great environment. He really liked it. also, my niece and nephew had visited a couple of other places, and they came here and they liked it right away. They were shown around, they were given the tour, and they took a lot of pictures and showed me while I was at St. John's Rehab so that I was able to see the place. They met one of the people from marketing, sales and marketing. They thought he was terrific. And whenever they needed to call, he was always available and helpful. So basically, and they took a picture of the menu to show me because the food at the hospital wasn't great, and that was also a good inducement. But yeah, so based on their opinion, and I trust them implicitly, I went along with it, and I was very happy. Well, in my case, I came straight from St. John's Rehab on the day that I moved here. So I know that the process of moving, it was basically my niece and nephew who moved me in and got my room all set up. But they told me that the staff here were really, really great in setting everything up for them. Extremely helpful, helped in every way. And they really made it very seamless, from the elevator being available to help with moving stuff in. And once I got here, really, it was just all set up and ready to go. I would say it really, really didn't take me too long. I did find, as I said, the atmosphere, as soon as I walked in, I felt very, it was very homey. So I felt very good about it when I first walked in. They had a Christmas tree, and they had, all kinds of other something for Hanukkah, and they're very inclusive. But I started to feel at home, I would say, just really a few weeks in. I had made up my mind that I wanted to meet people, and I do really like people, and so I engaged a lot with people and introduced myself, and and they introduced themselves to me. I met a lot of people that way. They should really take a good look around, and I think that they will see what you see really is what you get. The people who come in that are new, of course, when you come, you gravitate towards certain people and you make friends. But when we sit together, we always include other people if they, encourage them to sit with us and join. People are friendly. It's a lovely place. It's kept up immaculately. The food is great. And really, you can do whatever you like. You can participate. You don't have to participate. It's a really great place. The food is great. And the staff and the residents are very warm and welcoming. I would say right now, in terms of challenges, my challenge really has been kind of for myself, forcing myself to get back into doing exercising. Like that would be mine, because I can get a little complacent with that. And it's important because I had taken a fall and I do use a walker. So it's important for me to really get on that. In terms of improvement, the winter did curtail some of the outings that we had planned. And I know that come now with the warm weather and in terms of outings, things are going to get better, because I think we're going to be going to like Niagara on the Lake by bus, and we're going out a lot more. As it is, we go to Walmart once a month, or we go to Winners, we do that kind of thing. And in terms of improvement, they're very open, the event planning staff, to suggestions. We've now come up with a group for women. It was one of the residents' idea to get women together once a week and either show a TED talk and have a discussion about whoever's speaking, or talk about our own personal, lives, that kind of thing. Well, to be honest, I was a little resistant when my family suggested a retirement home, because you have, or I did have, a preconceived idea of what it might be like. And I've always been independent and lived on my own. And basically, because of the fact that I had problems with my hip, I wasn't really doing very much on my own anyway. It turns out that it was really quite lonely, not having work to go to, not having a regular social life. So when I agreed to come here, I have found really that I'm so much busier than I ever would have been living on my own. I've made more friends. It's not so easy to make new friends when you get to a certain point in your life. Um, I have two friends I meet who I used to work with once every couple of months, but here I've made some really good friends. I have a lovely apartment, a one-bedroom apartment here. So I would make the exact same choice. If I want to be by myself, I can go to my apartment and watch TV or read. If I want to be around people, which is most of the time, I come back downstairs and go out on my own. It's the best of all worlds. And to add to that, I don't have to cook. I don't have to do my sheets and, towels for laundry. And I don't have to vacuum and that kind of thing. So really, it's a win-win. I would say that it would be a good idea to look around for a few places to get an idea of what these places, are like, and can make a comparison. Um, I have no point of reference for other places because I never did go to see any other ones. Based on my family's input, they did go to 3 other places besides here. And I would say, if you're thinking of this Four Elms, I would definitely come and take the tour. And as I said, like, what you see is what you get. The other thing I would point out is that it's in a great location. Right across the street, there's a plaza. I take my walker across. I go to Shoppers Drug Mart. There's a hairdresser. There's restaurants. It's in a very good location as far as other plazas and places to go. So I would recommend it, really. This is from my heart. I really would recommend this place to anybody. It's very authentic and the people are very genuine. I feel very positive about this place. I'm much more relaxed than I've been in a long time. After I retired, I still had quite a bit of stress anyway, living on my own and not being busy enough, and the loneliness. And when I was on my own, I really didn't realize how lonely it was until I got here and started to, appreciate being with other people and that kind of thing. So they also have clinics. For instance, I have hearing aids, and once a month they have an audiologist come in. And if you need some adjustment or you have something you need done, I didn't get my hearing aids here, but you can go and you can just put yourself on the list when he comes, and you can go and see him. They have eye clinics that come here, and you can go and have a checkup here. They have a woman who can come in and do people's nails and toes. They have, apparently someone is coming in to, if anyone needs their walkers repaired or some fix with their walker, they have someone coming in. So and when I need to have blood work done, I do have the option, obviously, to go out, but it's for a charge, and it would be the same as if I took an Uber. They come here and I can have the blood work done here.
For more information about this community, you can visit their profile at comfortlife.ca.